Und damit ein herzliches Willkommen und Hallo zu einem weiteren sehr friedvollen Part Fact und Order. Wir sind im 6. Lostbelt. Wir haben erfahren, dass der die komplette Welt zerstören will, weil der Lostbelt Nummer 6 hier scheinbar in sich selbst zusammenfällt, dabei die ganze Welt zerstört und also es gar nichts bringt, wenn wir hier den Fallen God besiegen. Aber eigentlich ist es ja ziemlich entspannt, liebe Leute. Seht ihr das? Die Wellen, das Rauschen der Wellen. Angenehme Stimmung. Ah, Leute, hier kann man doch leben, liebe Leute. Ignorieren wir das Ganze, Mann. Match, hol mir meinen Drink. Wir tun uns jetzt erstmal sonnen. Nun gut, bevor wir uns aber sonnen, werden wir unsere ersten Schritte machen. Und ich bin sehr gespannt, was uns hier erwartet. Und oh Leute, ihr seht es! Small Bells! Small Bells! Avalon le Fae Beginning. Interessante Musik. Oh Leute, habt ihr es gesehen? Small Bells als Belohnung, wir brauchen sie. Oh. The fairy always has freedom. The fairies guarded the love. In recompense, the children lost their world. Ah, darf ich weiterdrücken? Ich dachte, das wäre automatischer Text. Though it is destroyed over and again, New Britain will ever prosper. Oh, das ist der Text aus meinem Trailer. Spring's surprise, summer's gravel, autumn's joy, and winter's battle. Death pile up in death and stand eternal. Be warned, be wary, and never forget, no matter how sturdy, the world's a castle foundation never changes. Und jetzt, alles kann durch den Biss eines kleinen Insekten zerstört werden. Kenn ich noch. And the world took a new form, the roots aged, and now unseen and unfelt. The garning of the thinnest of insect shall bring all to ruin. Die Legende der Feen. Also, sie lebten, die Welt wuchs und es ist schon wieder alles sehr kryptisch, wie eben das, was beim letzten Mal uns hier Merlin gesagt hat, was natürlich schon wieder interessanter wird. Und das Wichtigste, je weiter etwas wächst, desto tiefer reichen seine Wurzeln und alles, das ganze Fundament kann ausgelöscht werden durch den Biss eines kleinen, unbedeutenden Insektes. Huh? Was I just sleeping? Yes, you were. And I think I lost consciousness for a moment too. What about all of you?
Same here. It was kind of a dizzy feeling. I guess my head's kind of spacey too. I remember the captain declaring we'd broken through the wall of light and then nothing. On a different note, why is it dark in here now?
Holmes? Not to worry. I'm still firmly seated in my chair. Sieht schon mal besser aus als in Lostbelt 2. Not as high, I can't say I'm in great condition at the moment, but for mind and body are as heavy as lead. And this must be what it's like to suffer from acute alcohol poisoning, at least based on what I heard. You too, Holmes. Same here. I feel like I've come down with a really bad cold. Apparently all of the Marines fainted. Nurses bringing them to the infirmary right now. Honestly, not even Engineer Baker managed to stay conscious. That's several, but why did this happen? Allow me to explain. Da Vinci, you're okay? Of course, as you can see, I'm the same chipper Da Vinci as always. Ist das was Gutes? It's all cause I've synced up the border in the computer room. While you were out of cold, I took care of things inside the ship and finished analyzing the outside atmosphere. So, where shall I begin? Probably with why you and Nemo aren't feeling like yourselves, huh? No, that's alright. The fact that you and Miss Caroline are fine tells me everything I need to know. Hast du versucht, aber Sherlock was zu erklären, liebe Leute? Das klappt einfach nicht. Das macht einfach keinen Spaß. Think back to the giant Lostbelt. The moment we entered Britain, both Nemo and myself fell deeply under the weather. That must mean no heroic spill can function here, or rather, no heroic spirit extracted from human history. And that in turn tells us that human history simply does not exist here. Am I correct? I should have known. You figured it out fast. I just checked the spirit ocean graph I transferred to the border, and it was completely shut down. There's not even a fragment of the base needed for rock spirits from proper history to exist here. The Chinese Lostbelt's history had no need for rock spirits, but I'm guessing the rock spirits simply don't exist in this Lostbelt's history. That's why rock spirits from proper human history, like you guys, can't set a foot on the Isle of Britain. You basically be attacked by the entire world, since you have never existed here in the first place. Huh. So, there's essentially not enough of a foundation for our spirits to operate? Take, say, Robin Hood for example. He should be able to exist in any aspect, right? So, you easily find that it should only take a single skilled archer existing at some point in history, regardless of what their name might have been, for him to qualify. But now, you're saying that even conditions as vague as those don't exist here in the British Lostbelt. You got it. That was a great example, Gordy. Well, you know, I have reached a point in my tenure as director where I've actually begun to enjoy reading the reports. I dare say I know more about Lostbelt than Maxi does now, at least on a purely intellectual level. Ja, mobb mich wieder, Gordy. Alright, I see now. So this is history never contained so much as a single skilled archer, huh? Wow, how the hell does it work? These Lostbelts have still been around for over 2019 years, so how could they have that much history and not a single story that's a significant figure? They couldn't. Lostbelt or not, any path human history takes must fit within certain definitions. Any manner of human civilization must inevitably pass through the template of particular technology milestone. It's simply not possible for an animal species to propagate itself for over 10,000 years without its culture and average qualifier of life meeting certain criteria. And naturally, over the course of its history, people will always branch out into various different occupations. Though the names may differ, there will inevitably be famed swordfighters, archers, spearfighters, artisans, soldiers, kings, and detectives. The lack of any such figures even existing here must mean... Could that mean there are no humans here? An excellent insight, Mr. Maxi. Indeed, that would be the simplest explanation. But there are still other possibilities left to explore. I have to do so later. Hang on, then why are the technical advisor and Kirei there seemingly unaffected? Weil Mesh natürlich mit ihrer Rolle als Demi-Servant da wegfällt und Da Vinci im Endeffekt nur ein Klon ist. Mehr oder weniger. Also, simpel ausgedrückt. In my case, it's probably because I'm a Demi-Servant. I do have Galad's production, but I'm not actually him, so... Yep, pretty much. As for me, I'm technically a homunculus of Leonardo da Vinci, not the original, so that would explain why I'm not affected. That said, I'm even more of Leonardo, a real genius, than the original, so this might actually work out great. Then, the only servants who will be of any help in this Lostbelt are you and Mesh. Seriously? You mean, we can't even summon new ones inside? Hallo, Demi-Servants? Leute, Waver, on the Hut, Mann! Space ist da! Ist doch alles gut, Mann. Das sind alles so diese seltsamen Demi-Servant, so Halb-Servant. Kann ich schon mitleben. Since this place rejects any heroic spirits from human history, it seems really unlikely we'll be able to bolster forces that way. Oh, sie kann ich noch nehmen. Ich weiß nicht, ob ich damit weit komme, aber okay. Wir können das Kanonenfutter nehmen. If you want to increase our numbers, our only choice is to ask the people of the Lostbelt for help. But never mind it now. Can you tell us what happened over the last 30 minutes, Da Vinci? Sure, right after the Stormwater punched through the wall of light, the whole system went kaputt. Ich weiß immer noch nicht, ob kaputt ein englisches Wort ist, aber ich kann mir die Bedeutung zusammenreimen. Every electronical device we had on board shut down, causing the Stormwater to crash. Luckily, Nemo Engineer was able to use the last of her strength to get her on Triton engine back and running. Then in turn let the Stormwater break away from the island airspace and make an emergency landing in the ocean to its southwest. That's where we are now. The generators are still out of commission, so we're running on auxiliary power. Not the most auspicious start to the mission, huh? The situation definitely isn't great, but hey, it's not like we haven't been in tight spots before. In fact, I'd say the fact that we weren't attacked right off the bat and are able to have a leisurely chat like this makes us at least a little lucky. Ja, besser als in Olympus, wo man nach 3 Sekunden bombardiert worden ist, oder in Olympus mit Blitzen beschossen worden. Oh, so we haven't been attacked? Does this mean the king of this Lostbelt still has yet to notice us? I can't say anything for sure yet, but I think so. Especially since we still haven't set foot on the Isle yet. The closer we get to it, the more things on the storm borders stop working. But the good news is, they are only stopped, not broken. I'm guessing here, but if the storm borders gets far enough away from the Isle, I think everything starts working again. I can't believe it can't even get close to the mysterious island, so to speak. Even the Nautilus has its base. Still, as much as the situation is making me feel like a failure, I can at least confirm that the storm border is definitely intact. So if everything starts working again, once we put some distance between ourselves and the Isle, then we know we have to secure escape route of this Lostbelt. Now we just have to figure out what comes next. Does the shadow border still work, Da Vinci? Unfortunately, no. We can still use it as a ship to get to the shore, but I'm sure it stopped working if it made the land.
So, we can't use the shadow border either. Damn. Oh, whatever comes. Then, will that still work on land?
Again, I can't say for sure until we try. But given how everything else is behaving, we won't get our hopes high. In the worst case, we may have to rely on a more primitive means of communication. How are you with carrier pigeons, Holmes? Was eine ernsthafte Frage? The most interaction I've had with pigeon pigeons was when I once unraveled a trick that relied on them. Of course, I can still use that just fine. Gotcha. Yes, that makes me the expert then. Don't worry, I handle the written correspondence side of things. Oh, one more thing. I need to tell you all about how much time we have to work with. In its current state, we can keep the storm border powered for about 30 days. If we really stretch ourselves thin, we can make it at least 50 days before the auxiliary powers runs out. So, that's our time limit. Once the mission complete, we move the storm border away from the Britain and restart its engines. As soon as the Triton engine are back online and generating a stable supply of magic energy, we break back through the wall of light and leave the British Lostbelt. And that about sums it up. Sounds good to you, Director Goredofl?
Right then. If the storm border can't get even near, then we only have one course of action available. Correlate where company Max and his bodyguard while it's infiltrate the Isle of the Britain. Once there, the two of them will carefully investigate the area and find the cause of the future collapse of South Chaldea. If circumstances allow, they will also make contact with the Lostbelt's king and acquire Romganiad. During this operation, we'd expect that communication with the storm border will be limited at best. Therefore, I am empowering the two of them to make their own calls in the field, with the exception they will return safe, sound, and successful within 45 days.
Huh? You're just sending Maxi and Mesh? There's no way they can pull this off alone. At least, send me or Chin along with them. Not that I'm eager to get myself killed out there, cause I'm definitely not, but come on. Und was willst du mir helfen? Hast du irgendwie befähigt, aber am Ende kannst du irgendetwas? Junger Mann! Deswegen weiß Gold auf deinem Mommy.
Don't be a daft, you fur. You're going along with me and Caroline needs to worry about keeping two people safe instead of only one.
Was ist eigentlich mit Da Vinci? Ich meine, ich weiß, sie ist immer noch schwach, aber Leute, es sind 2 Jahre vergangen. Ich habe auch immer Hoffnungen.
She may be an excellent servant, but she's still only one person. So we only have one servant to work with. I'm going to make damn sure she puts Maxi to the best of her ability.
Uncle Goof.
Don't call me uncle. I'm still in my 20s, damn it. Is that clear, you two? Go on then. Repeat your mission's objective back to me.
Yes, sir. My job is to assist Master to investigate this Lostbelt in whatever way I can. Don't worry. Mesh and I'll give it everything we've got.
Very good. Then let's get this mission underway. We only have 45 days to work with, after all. Britain's is a big place. If I were you, I'd start by making my way to Oxford, then...
Huh?
What, doing there, technical advisor? Is there a reason you're packing various items into a rucksack?
You need to ask. I'm going with them, obviously. Didn't I say I would handle the written correspondence? So, keep an eye out for my familiar, cause that's how I'll be sending you letters from the field. What?
Say what?
Ja, liebe Leute, so wie es aussieht, zumindest soweit hat sich unser guter Da Vinci wiederholt, Mann. Nach hier ihren ganzen Angriffen, die sie hier erleiden müsste. Und she's back at the hood. Auf zur Misskost. Und weiter geht es auch, Leute. Die Small Bells. 3 Small Bells, liebe Leute. Also, Da Vinci begleitet uns jetzt auch auf unserer Reise. Das heißt, es kann nur besser werden, oder?
I mean, that does make sense.
Ihr habt ja noch Sherlock.
Yeah, alright. You have my permission to go with them technical advisor.
Okay. I can at least take you to the shore. Take care of them, Da Vinci. And here we are. All of Britain at last. Whoa, it's so foggy out here. And it's so warm too. Alright, settle down. You've already taken out 5 Lostbelts, so another strange land shouldn't be anything new to you. Well, it is, as a matter of fact, since this is my first time out on an adventure like this. You can't blame me for getting excited. Ja, es hat ja auch, Leute, es ist ja die nette Synergie eigentlich. Erinnert ihr euch noch, was war nämlich das erste Mal, wo uns Da Vinci begleitet hat? Die 6. Singularität. Und nun ist es eben der 6. Lostbelt, wo sie hier auftaucht. Sie ist. Now go on, Captain. Head back to the Stormwater already. You were having a hot time as it is out there, right? It's our job to investigate this area so we can sit around and grit your teeth until it's your turn. Fine, I guess I don't have to worry if you're such a good spirit anyway. Maxi, Mesh, don't forget to take care of Da Vinci while you're out there on a mission. It wasn't much, but I got a brief glimpse of what the place back in the command room right before we lost consciousness. Everything east of the shore is shrouded in fog, but I did make it what looked like a city approximately 200 kilometers from here. Assuming nothing gets in our way, you're free should be able to get there in about 2 or 3 days, so that's where I'd start if I were you. I'd ask you to trudge you through the fog, but I don't see any way of going around it even if you had the time to spare. Hey, there's a reason we've managed to make it this far. I guess that's true, isn't it? Okay, Maxi, Mash, Da Vinci, good luck out there. I can't wait to hear back from you with good news. Finished taking our equipment, Master. Our several kits are all set, and we have 90 days worth of rations. Oh, Mash packt den Bizeps aus. Right? You two can keep the food for yourselves. I don't get hungry as long as I have enough mana. Say, where's Fu? I don't see him with either of you. Well, Fu actually never got on the Stormwater with us this time, so... I don't know why, but he basically bolted and hid it from us. Oh, really? That's too bad. He was always there on your journey through so humanity, right? Man, I was looking forward to having the same experience as my grown-up self, too. Maybe Fu just doesn't like Britain or something. Oh well, nothing we can do about it now. Besides, I'm sure we have further chances to travel together. Absolutely. I'd love to go on an adventure with you. Holmes, Director of Shio, Menere, Fu and Semper all together. Schön, dass ihr wieder die unwichtigen Mitarbeiter von Chaldea ignoriert. Alright then, let's get going! You said it. Next up, a city about 200 kilometers to the east. Oh, das ist doch die Musik aus Orlean, oder? Oder Septim. Buckle up, guys, cause we've got a long road ahead of us. Indeed we do. I can sense it as well. Was? Wo kommst du denn her? Was? Hä? Wie? I can't believe it. Of all the luck. My first adventure ever, and I'm already hallucinating. Then you and Master are seeing this too, Da Vinci. I thought I was so on the edge that my eyes were playing tricks on me. That's definitely Tristan, alright? Why are you all acting like it's so strange for me to be here? This is making me very sad. I mean, I will admit that it certainly wasn't the most dramatic summoning. If anything, it felt as casual and automatic as a weather rock turning in a response to the wind. Oh, I'm sorry everyone.
I have to report to make. My round shield is pulsing with the same warmth as typical gas after conducting summoning.
Now that I think of it, there was a familiar light surrounding Mesh not too long ago.
Oh, really? So I'm not hallucinating after all? Oh, wow, you're right. It's Spirit Original Solid. And it really is Sir Tristan. But how? I thought a place rejected all our spit from proper human history.
I see. It sounds as though you're not upset with me, but rather that my summoning itself came to us as a surprise. Well, I can assure you all I didn't answer the summoning of my own volition. One moment I was there, the next I was. Of course I'm a rogue spirit on humanity's side, and know about you and Chaldea. But aside from that I have no clue as to what's going on either. Could someone please explain it to me? Ich weiß selber nicht. Wir wollten einen Strandurlaub machen und sind falsch abgebogen. We can't summon heroic spirits here, but you were still summoned anyway, got it? Now I see. So this is a Lostbelt, a hypothetical version of Britons that could normally never exist. I don't know why its Lostbelt allowed me to be here, any more than you do. But I suspect it has something to do with this being the Cornwall shore. I do have close ties to this land after all. And while its history may be different, the land itself is still the same, I think.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that Sir Tristan is said to be born in Cornwall in southwest Britain. That must be why we were able to summon you, or maybe the land itself needed your aid.
It could also be that Maxi was nervous about exploring a mysterious new land. So he ended up summoning Sir Tristan here unconsciously.
Either way, having him here with us should be a big help, and it bodes well for the future too. Even if this Lostbelt is devoid of human heroes, we now know that it's still possible to summon heroic spirits from proper human history with strong ties to the given area. Maybe we'll also be able to summon Sir Gawain or Orkney, or even Camelot's own King Arthur.
You wish to summon King Arthur here directly? I'm not sure that's... No, you're right. That would be wonderful. And knowing him, I'm certain he would be able to help you. In the meantime, I will of course be happy to offer whatever meager assistance I can. Any knight of the Round Table would do the same. Master Maxi. I know that neither of us meant the summoning to happen, but rest assured that my bewitched bow is yours to command regardless. From here on, I, Tristan, Child of Sadness, shall be your faithful servant.
Naja, ich sag mal, besser als keiner.
Now then, allow me to lead the way. I know the southwest corner of Britain like the back of my hand. There's a hilly area just past a few mountains, not too far from here. With a little luck, we should be able to reach a high road in about 2 hours, shall we, Master?
I knew we could count on you, Sir Tristan. Ja, liebe Leute, dann läuft schon mal besser als gedacht, liebe Leute. Und wer weiß, wie wir noch alles summoningen. 1 hour later. Wahrscheinlich sind wir immer noch im Wasser. Er hat sich verirrt, liebe Leute. Ich meine, wenn man die ganze Zeit die Augen zu hat, wundert euch das. Sir Tristan, I'm very sorry to say this, but I'm pretty sure we're lost.
We are not lost. No, I don't blame you for feeling like we are, since you all rely on us so much. But I can assure you, we are indeed making progress. In fact, we've covered no less than 4 kilometers by now.
Ja, im Kreis gelaufen. Cool, gell?
The only downside is that we somehow haven't been able to escape the shore yet. If Sir Bedivere was here now, he'd happily say, "Don't worry about it, Tristan. You just go to sleep. I'll lead the way from here."
Then we are lost. I knew it. Also, I thought Bedivere would be any happier about this than we are.
Yes, I suppose you're right about that.
Auf gut Deutsch, BDW hätte die Führung übernommen, damit es nicht in einem kompletten Chaos endet.
This makes me sad. If Sir Bedivere would only be straight with me, I would have been happy to play him an encouraging song.
Something's definitely not right here, that's for sure.
Yes, that's true. Perhaps this fog is to blame. I've been laying down bowstrings wherever we go to ensure we don't get turned around. But at some point the string trail keeps going cold. And not because someone's been cutting it. It's because I've been letting go of them myself. It's almost like I keep forgetting what I meant to do with it just a minute ago. Master, I'm detecting a high-density magic energy signals up ahead. I can't tell you any more without listening from the border, but... They're attacking us. Get ready here. To engage, Maxi. Be on your guard. Müssen wir jetzt kämpfen? Da wir wissen, gegen was ich kämpfe? Okay. Please put Mesh as starting member. Up to 4 servants to the party can be selected. Aber das Gute ist, scheinbar darf ich mir ich darf mir aussuchen, wen ich einsetze. Das ist schon mal ein sehr, sehr großer Vorteil. Also, Masu rein, Bond, da, wo sind meine Bond-Hays? Wo sind meine guten Bond-Hays? Da, und dann, tun wir doch mal Mami morgen rein, liebe Leute. Weil wenn wir schon drawn, dann müssen wir sie natürlich auch nutzen. Wenn tun wir noch rein, irgendeinen fetten Supporter, Buster Supporter. Wäre nicht schlecht. So. Und was haben wir noch? Mesh muss ich ins Startding machen. Ich weiß, was wir machen. So. 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 Bitte 50% sehen, das ist ja mega schön. So kürzt sich das, meine guten Servants. So kürzt sich das. So, du kriegst, was ist meine stärkste Bastard hier? Wo ist sie denn? Arrive. Passt. Und ja, bis er wird halt Da Vinci rumlupen. So wie sie es halt immer macht. So, dann packen wir noch Castoria rein. Und nochmal Ponzi. Ach, Leute, Mann. Eigentlich ist es ganz schön, wenn man so viele Servants zur Pflicht hat. Mir fällt gerade auf, die ist eigentlich besser. Die macht ja nur 5. Oh, müssen wir immer die einsetzen. Da gibt es immer noch die 25 Dingpunkte. Okay, gut, dann machen wir noch Plugsuit, weil why not? Und nun, easy mal Zeit, ein bisschen zu loopen, würde ich mal sagen. So, Mesh kommt. Oder, oh, warte. Da Vinci. Ah, nee, geht ja gar nicht. Mesh macht meinen Plan kaputt, fällt mir gerade auf. Ja, piep halt Mesh. Egal, wechseln wir Mesh dann aus. So, passt. Lass mal trotzdem Merlin rein. Why not? So, okay, los geht's. Und damit starten wir mit unserem ersten Kampf hier in dem schönen Lostbelt. In der Hoffnung, dass es besser werden kann. Tristan, nur weil du dich verirrt hast, Mann, bist du nichts zu gebrauchen. Aber ich sag doch immer, liebe Leute, wenn er halt die ganze Zeit die Augen zumacht, Mann. Was sollen wir denn erwarten? Habt ihr echt gedacht, dass der uns zu unserem Ziel bringt? Kommt da eigentlich mal Musik? Ich finde, es ist so irritierend, dass du einfach keine Musik hast, sondern nur diese Background-Noises da so. Ja, sieht schon besser aus. Black Creature und Black Creature. Ja, Mesh, du hast uns übrigens einen guten Support bewiesen. Vielen Dank dafür, gell? So. Wir lassen jetzt mal kurz auf langsam gestellt. Und dann hauen wir mal ein schönes MP raus, würde ich mal sagen. Knapper Kill. Leute, ich muss euch schon wieder sagen, eine Sache, die mich irgendwie triggert. Ich weiß nicht, ob das schon wieder ein Bug ist oder was das ist. Aber auf jeden Fall ist es so, dass aktuell die Dame hier aus irgendeinem mir nicht erfindlichen Grund wieder nicht bei ihrem MP die Musik hat. Und normalerweise haben wir immer die Servants. Oh. Okay, die haben mehr Leben, als ich erwartet habe. Du schaffst das hoffentlich. Normalerweise ist es ja immer so, dass der Servant hier, also morgen in dem Fall hier, eine Musik bei ihm vampiert und das klappt irgendwie nicht. Das war bei irgendwie, was war es, Hinako oder so. Da war das doch genauso. Schleim. Es schleimte mich voll. Ich hab Guts, du kannst mir gar nichts, Junge Mann. Also, dann können wir die Animation wieder auf schnell machen und nun ist time for Da Vinci. Happy 5 Da Vinci! Hat es gelangt? Hat es gelangt? Wahrscheinlich nicht für den Saber. Ah, wieso habe ich den Saber nicht anvisiert? Wieso hat der gerade eben verloren? Der Curse? Aber der Curse kann doch nicht jetzt hinter Sommer. Ich hab's gerade nicht gecheckt, Leute. Oh. Oh oh. Oh oh. Ich sehe Schlechtes. Zum Glück hat Da Vinci das Katze am Mann. No one can stop Da Vinci. Juan! So, und jetzt ist noch mehr und das lief ja. Also, Leute, glaubt ihr mir, dass das so geplant war? Glaubt ihr mir, dass das so geplant war? Eher nicht, oder? Egal. Ich sage, es war geplant. Keiner kann das Gegenteil beweisen. So, also liebe Leute, das ist übrigens so ein kleiner Teaser auf das, was uns hier in den nächsten Bossfights erwarten wird. Nur, dass wir da auf der anderen Seite stehen. Nun gut, liebe Leute, easy peasy, morgen Damage, der Curse stört sie gar nicht. Okay, liebe Leute, dann würde ich sagen, machen wir jetzt hier an dieser Stelle erstmal einen kleinen Cut. Wir haben damit unseren ersten Kampf offiziell bestanden und ich würde sagen, das ist schon mal voll. Dann geht's beim nächsten Mal weiter hier mit Fake und Order. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen, bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.